EcoShorts presents The Samurai Crabs of Japan, How Myth May Have Shaped a Species. On the shores of Japan, there lives a crab that wears the face of a warrior. Look closely at its shell, and you may see eyes, a brow, a grim, armored expression carved into bone. These are the Heikegani, the samurai crabs of Japan, a small coastal species found among tide pools and seaweed, hiding between rocks where the waves break against the shore. But when lifted from the water and turned toward the light, their shells reveal something extraordinary, not a pattern, not a coincidence, a face. In the year 1185, Japan's greatest civil war came to an end. Two powerful clans, the Minamoto and the Heike, fought for control of the nation. Their final battle took place at sea, in the narrow straits of Dan-no-ura. Warships clashed. Arrows darkened the sky. Steel armor dragged men beneath the waves. Thousands of Heike warriors were defeated. Many drowned in their armor. Their bodies sank into the deep. And from that water, legend says, their spirits never left. The sea became their grave, and the shore became their memory. Years later, fishermen began pulling strange crabs from their nets. Crabs with shells shaped like human faces, fierce brows, hollow eyes, warrior masks carved in chitin. They were named Heikegani, after the fallen Heike clan. According to folklore, the crabs carried the souls of the dead. The warriors had returned, wearing armor once more. So the fishermen did something remarkable. They bowed, and they threw them back into the sea. Not as animals, but as ancestors. The Heikegani is a real species, a small crab native to Japan's rocky coastline, feeding on algae and tiny invertebrates, sheltering beneath stones as the tide rolls in and out. Its shell is not truly a face. What you are seeing is a trick of the human brain, a phenomenon called pareidolia, our instinct to find faces in randomness. Humans are pattern-seeking animals. We see faces in clouds, in tree bark, in mountains, in the surface of the moon. Our ancestors survived by recognizing faces instantly. Friend or enemy, parent or predator. The brain evolved to detect faces faster than any other shape. So when we look at the Heikegani, our minds complete the picture. We do not see a shell, we see a warrior. But something more may be happening. For generations, fishermen returned the samurai crabs to the sea, the ones with the strongest faces, the most human-like shells. The others were eaten, the plain ones, the ordinary ones, the crabs that did not carry a story. No one intended to shape a species. No one set out to guide evolution. But over centuries, this quiet act of reverence may have acted like a filter. Crabs with face-like shells survived. They reproduced. Their offspring inherited similar shapes. The trait persisted. This process is known as unconscious artificial selection. Evolution guided not by farming, but by belief. Not by hunger, but by myth. A cultural force quietly shaping biology. This would not be the first time humans changed the course of evolution. Wolves became dogs. Wild cattle became livestock. Wild grasses became wheat. In each case, humans did not design the species. They selected them again and again. Across generations, the animals that survived were the ones we favored. The Heikegani may represent one of the strangest examples of this process. A species shaped not by usefulness, but by story. In Japan, nature has always been alive with spirit. Mountains have souls. Rivers have gods. This belief system does not divide humans from nature. It binds them. The Heikegani became part of that living world, not merely a crab, a reminder. A war became a legend. A legend spared a crab, and a crab now carries the memory of warriors. It is true that sometimes nature is strange, and sometimes we help make it stranger.